Good afternoon and welcome to your old news update. My name is Bud Driscoll, filling in for the missing Izzy Fitz and Hiram Clapsaddle. Who knows where they are? But I don't take a day off. I read the news every week, on time and on point. So, before we start though, let's thank our sponsors. Eagle Crest Retirement Homes, 1501 East Magnolia. Headley's Clothing, about to close, so get down there and get your shirts and your suits while you still can. And the Smoky Hill Museum, 211 West Iron, where history is made every day. Now, topping your old news headlines this week. October 20th, 1991, 20 years ago. This is a out-of-date line, Lindsborg. They traveled from Sweden to the center of the United States to get a taste of Lindsborg, the small Kansas town referred to as Little Sweden. But for Ingrid and Evelyn Gunnar, their 5-day odyssey to Lindsborg for the 50th anniversary of the Hillingsfest turned out to be more than they bargained for. We'd heard about it, but we couldn't imagine it was this Swedish, they said. During a break Saturday morning, it's more Swedish here than it is at home. Even the police here have dollar horses on their uniforms. We don't have that at home. Then they ran off screaming down the street. I just made that up. Anyway, 75 years ago, we're going to move on. No 50 years. We're going straight to 75. October 17th, 1941. A grandpa of all gourds was being exhibited by Mrs. Ellen Gay, 127 North College, who grows them for ornaments. It is about 41 inches in length, bulbous on both ends, and thin in the midriff. The gourd became so heavy it fell from the vine at the corner of the house while still green. It weighs at least 10 pounds, perhaps more. And I think she's still missing her cat. Maybe under the gourd. Those are heavy. That's what happens when you give gourds steroids. Anyway, now we're going to go back 100 years to October 18th, 1916. A woman demonstrator for a chewing gum company in Salina learned a trick of the trade yesterday that she will not forget for a long time. She discovered that a mob of school children can make life unpleasant, and also that every youngster wants a stick of gum when it is being passed out freely. This young woman wanted to advertise chew, and she stood near the Phillips School at noon when the children were dismissed. She tossed several sticks to the children. When the news spread that she was giving away gum free, as one youngster said, they mobbed her. The crowd followed the demonstrator on Santa Fe Avenue. Had her samples not been exhausted, she might have been followed to the country club, she believes. That's the beginning of juvenile delinquency. Give them gum and the next thing they'll go for sticks and stones. And last but not least, 125 years ago, in the Salina Daily Republican. Oh, the Opera House was well filled last night, and Layla won a very favorable verdict from the audience. Well, that was 125 years ago. Maybe it's an early version of the Eric Clapton song that got to him. But Layla finally won a favorable verdict from the audience. The music is very animated and pretty. The production presents a wonderful variety of solo and chorus music and provides for a pleasing effect in costumes. The new seats are very comfortable. A man with a good, strong field glass will have very little difficulty now in obtaining a good view of the stage from the gallery, or a good view of the dressing room if he's clever enough. So, that's all the good news and the historic news for this week. Join us again next week when we'll bring you more surprises from the past. And maybe I'll have some help then. So until then, we'll see you yesterday.